everybody, happy Homebrew Wednesday. No, I didn't get one up last week. I actually have a little clip I tried to, but I was down in Austin, Texas, hanging out with my wife and some fellow co-workers. So that's my excuse. Plus it's been busy with the holidays, so I could be every other week, maybe here for a little while, and I may actually just switch to every other week indefinitely just to kind of keep the videos more informative instead of, just doing a bunch of short videos with really nothing going on. Got the gingerbread beer here. And actually this is a new glass too. That's what I'm going to talk about today, is a few different glasses. I got had Christmas with part of my family this weekend, and got a little kit that has a different style glass. This one here is a craft brewery pint glass. It's a little bit belled towards the top. I know it's hard to see, and it's got a real nice wide mouth on it, which makes it great for getting the aromas, and when you're drinking you can really get your nose in there. So this is a gingerbread beer. Cheers, 17. It's a good beer, good carbonations, nice lacing on the glass there, as you can see. Has a little work, talked to some guys online about it. We're going to do a gingerbread 1.2, or actually, I'm sorry, version 1.1. And give that a go and see if we can come up with better tasting beer. It's getting there, but I'm not quite happy with it. I'm going to add some biscuit to give it a little more body and the bready flavor. And I'm going to adjust the amount of spices I use a little bit because the ginger's extremely overpowering, so it makes it a little bit harsh. But still drinkable, and we're getting them down, working on emptying the keg out tonight. I said we're going to talk about glasses, so I'm going to flip the camera around and take a look at what I got. Alright, well, I already talked about this one a little bit. As you can see, there's the shape a little better. Nice glass. I really like these, and I can't wait to use the rest of them. Got them sitting here. I just kind of cleaned them and dried them out. Right there's Cooper's English Bitter. That's going to go into bottles tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a mix of 12-ounce bottles and 750 milliliter bottles, just because that's what I have empty. And I use the champagne bottles, and the crowns fit on them pretty good. So I've never done bottle conditioning, so that'll be my first go, just because don't feel like using the keg. I want to keep that open in case I need it for something else. But anyway, here's the glasses I got. These all came in it, along with the one you just saw. And actually, here's part of the reason why I wasn't around, didn't have a video up next week. Because on Tuesday, I went there. I went to the Boston Brewing Company and got to try a lot of good beers, and they gave you this nice little tasting glass. It's perfect size for pulling off a little taste. It's got the famous Sam Adams bead around the top of the glass to help turbulate the beer a little bit and get all the flavors agitated. That was an awesome tour, and I do have to brag a little bit, actually, because I got to taste a beer that Samuel Adams will not be putting on the market anytime soon. It was a Belgian Amber, and I asked them when they were going to put it on the market, and they have no tentative plans for it. It's still going up with tasting boards and everything, but it was amazing. The banana, it had amazing banana flavors, bubblegum flavors. It was a great beer, and actually two of the guys I was with out there had never had a Belgian before, and they are now hooked, as am I. But that was what I was doing. But continuing on with the glasses, we got a English pub glass. It's got the bell in there to catch the aromas coming off, and also very nice wide mouth, so you can get your sniffer down in there and get a whiff of everything that's going on. Standard Pilsner. All these kind of have the bell shape to them here in the middle, but standard Pilsner glass. Nothing fancy about it, but definitely going to come in useful, seeing as how I did not have glasses for certain types of beer. I just had straight side pint glasses. This one I'm looking forward to use one day. This is the Belgian. I'm nervous about brewing one, but I definitely want to try it because I am so in love with the flavors and the funk that you get off of them. That brings me to my next favorite, the stout glass. Nice belled glass, helps retain the head. And what can I say? I love stout, so it's just a perfect glass. Nice stout glass. Everyone has these, and if you don't, you need one. And then finally, this one I actually didn't know much about because you see these almost everywhere at your restaurants. It's usually their bigger beer, or you get the standard pint, or you get one of these. The difference between this one and the one you normally see, it's actually a little bit wider at the bottom. That way your hand doesn't transfer off the heat to degas the beer too quickly. And it's got a wider bell at the top to help maintain the aroma and carbonation of wheat beers. So it's almost identical to what you see at all your restaurants, but there are some differences, and it may not look like it, but just holding it in my hand I can tell. Hey everyone, what we got here is the English Bitter by Coopers. I just bottled it, and this is a little bit that I had left over, so I figured I'd take a sample. I put it into just standard 12-ounce glass beer bottles, but I also did some 750 milliliter champagne bottles for bottle conditioning, because I didn't have enough beer bottles because they're full of beer. But anyway, pulled a little sample off. I've already taken a little taste of the wort after fermentation. And I do have to say, some good stuff. Extremely malty, which is kind of nice. Different from my other beers. Sorry about the light. Take a look at it. I don't know if you can see that. But it's a little bit cloudy, a little hazy. But who knows, maybe some of that will fall out in the bottles. But if not, whatever. It looks good and it tastes good. Extremely malty. This has a little bit of priming sugar in it because I did mix it on the back of my bottling bucket. Sorry, I got a bit of a cold I'm dealing with. But on the tip of the tongue, it's got that nice sweetness from the malt, and then as it moves back, you get like a nice, just a sharp, bitter bite, and then it finishes pretty clean. Not a whole lot of bitter aftertaste, which is kind of nice. I can't wait till it's done carving. And then I'm going to age some of it for about 30 days. That'll probably all just sit for 30 days in the pantry here. That's what we got. I'm not sure when I'm going to put this in. I'm going to start recording ahead a little bit just to make things easier. So at the last minute I'm like, I don't have a video, and I'm scrambling to put it in. But good stuff out of my little sampler glass here. Can't wait for it to be carved. But here we got all the bottles sitting down in my little pantry. And then that bottom box is full too, with the same beer. Hopefully it'll carb up and work real good. Nice thing about champagne bottles, if you get the right ones, the standard crowns fit on them. But hope everyone's having a good Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers, and 17. Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Down in Austin, Texas right now, hanging out with some people and having a couple beers. Today I'm drinking it's called the Devil's Backbone. This is a Belgian triple. Starting to really get into the whole Belgian flavors. The banana and the bubblegum flavors are really appealing to my palate. Also, the other day I was in Boston, went on a tour of the Boston Brewing Company, Sam Adams, and tried a beer that no one can get. I had, it's a Belgian Amber, and it was phenomenal. And the nice thing is I was oh so kind to provide feedback, because that's one part of the tour, is they want the feedback from the customers in the tasting room. So I provided feedback on it, and I told them they need to market it. So it may not be anytime soon, but hopefully one day it'll be on the market. Also got some information on the new Albion Ale, Pale Ale, that's going to be coming out. They're bringing that back from the past. That was the original microbrew beer in the States here. That's going to be coming out in about 4 months. And also talk to them about their homebrewers collection that's coming out. What they do is they have a competition, and they get judged at the Great American Beer Festival. And one of the ones I was real curious about is the Strawberry Lager, so that should be coming out as well. Hope everyone's having a happy Homebrew Wednesday, and I will have some more to come. Cheers, and 17. Good stuff.